Hello. Today I'm going to talk about Netherlands benefits and a really quick note on what kind of benefits you can get in the Netherlands. If you are a foreigner, if you are Dutch, or if you need help from the government. First of all, I would like to inform you, that if a person comes to the Netherlands for the first time, first of all, they have to subscribe to the gemeente. The gemeente is the mayor's office. So he has to have an address, he or she has to have an address, and they have to subscribe their address and their name in the gemeente so they can get a BSN number, which is a unique number, and you use it everywhere in all kinds of interactions with the government. You have to have this number, which is called a BSN number or a Boeien service number. So first of all, that's the first thing you have to do. The second thing you have to do is get a health insurance, a Dutch health insurance. Dutch health insurance is quite expensive. It's about 100 to 150 euros about. But if you have a low income, you can get zorgtoeslag, which means health insurance benefit. So the lower the income you have, the higher this benefit is, and you can apply for it in the Belastingdienst. You can apply for it via DGD, which you also have to get. But first of all, you have to have an address to get the DGD, and the DGD is with a DGD you can log in online and do different kinds of applications quicker, and you can interact better with the Netherlands authorities than by post or anything else, and it's quicker and it's better, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so back to the benefits. The first benefit, which is the second benefit, not the first benefit. The second benefit, which you can claim without having any problems with your staying in the Netherlands, is huurtoeslag. Huurtoeslag is a benefit. Is rental how do you call it? Rent is an amount given for your rent. It again, a lot of rules play. The lower the income you have, the higher the benefit. If you have too high benefit, you don't receive the huurtoeslag. So those zorgtoeslag and huurtoeslag you can claim without having any problems with the Netherlands authorities. Now, as for the huurtoeslag, and one moment. As for the huurtoeslag, yeah, the how you can claim it. Says voorwaarden of huurtoeslag, which means what um what you have to claim the benefit. What do you have to have? First of all, you mustn't have a high income. Second of all, you must rent uh, an independent house, or a space that is independent, which means you have to have your own kitchen, your own bathroom, the door the door in front of to get in, the entrance, it has to be independent. And if you have a room, generally you cannot get a huurderslag. However, there are some exceptions to these rules. These exceptions I will tell you in a little while. Yes. Okay. Of course you have to live in the Netherlands. And yeah. You have to have subscribed to the Gemeente. And there are exceptional situations. First of all, okay, it says here in the Belastingdienst site, I see. First of all, you're not yet 18, and in this situation, you can get a huurderslag if one of your parents or two of your parents have died, or you have a child. So that is the first exception. Second exception is if you are more than 1 year out of your house, because you are out of the house because of you were in a hospital, psychiatric institution, or in detention. So if you have these three circumstances, you can apply for huurderslag even without an independent room. And it says, if you can find the site, it says, first of all, for the bijzondere situation, which is exceptional situation, you have to apply with the verzoek bijzondere situatie huurderslag, which is a formulier that you apply for, and the Belastingdienst sees if you are eligible. Yes. Another circumstance is a soaking house is if someone if you have, yeah, what you have, you or your partner or a roommate, you're in need of care. Yeah. So if one of you is in need of care, you can ask for a Huteschlag, and that is an exceptional situation. So one of the Voorwaarden, which means what the circumstances are, is that you are not a kin. The person that is taken care of is not a child under 18. Your income is maximal 48,800. Yeah, and well, yeah, that's the main Voorwaarden, circumstances. So if the three circumstances are your income is not too high, your other bank accounts are not high, you are longer than 1 year after out of your house, and you need to be taken care of in a house. Yeah. So these are benefits, these two benefits you can take if you don't if you live in the Netherlands legally, and you mainly, there might be exceptions, but mainly you can't take them outside the Netherlands, except in the European Union in special circumstances. The next benefit I would like to talk about on the side of the Belastingdienst is the Kinderopvangtoeslag, which is if you have children. So here in the Belastingdienst site, you can see the different circumstances when you get paid from the Kinderopvangtoeslag. Yeah, and I just want to look. Toeslagen. Yeah. So I just go over to the Kinderopvangtoeslag, which is if you have children. And it says inloggen op mijn toeslagen, which you can inlog if you have a DigiD. Wat zijn de voorwaarden voor de Kinderopvangtoeslag? Which it says what is the circumstances if you want to get a Huurtoeslag. Oh, not a Kinderopvangtoeslag, sorry. Okay. So, if, first of all, you can get a Kinderopvangtoeslag. First of all, if you or your partner are working or following a education or an inburgeringscourses, which means you're integrating in Dutch society, or a project next to work. That's the first Voorwaarde. So I go here, werkt, I work. You can work as a ZZP'er, freelancer, artist. You follow an education. It can be a middle bar school, MBO, HBO, university, a traject, and inburgerings courses, which is the integration to Dutch society. Okay. So if you have these, okay. Also, there are different kinds of circumstances. If you are living or working in Balkanland, which is outside the Netherlands. So let's see these voorwaarden. So one of this is you have a permanent job, you're a entrepreneur, freelancer, 0 hours contract, yeah. And it says if you're one of the information down, it says my kind doesn't live with me. So if he doesn't live with you, you don't have a right to Kinderopvangtoeslag. But however, there's certain exemptions. First of all, you and your child are living at the same address. You and your child are both in this address subscribed at the mayor's office. So I'm just gonna skip these because it's gonna be a long video. Anyway, so I go back to the menu and I see again toeslagen. Oh, sorry. Voor welke omvang yeah, I just wanna so we go back to kindgebonden budget, which is another benefit, uitkering, that's how they call them in the Netherlands, uitkering, or tegemoetkoming. Yeah. Okay. So there's also proefberekening, which you can put inside like a calculator on the site and see how much you can get if you're eligible. Kindgebudget, wat zijn de voorwaarden, which is again the circumstance. So, a kindgebudget is a amount for the costs of children until 18 years. This you get from the next to the Kinderbijslag, which I will talk later, which is an amount from the SVP. So, you ask for Kinderbijslag next to the Sociale Verzekeringsbank, SVP. So again, my income is not too high, or I don't have a lot of money in my bank. So I'm just gonna go here at alle Vorwaarden, which is all the circumstances. So these are the following circumstances to get a kindergarten budget. So you have one or more children that are younger than 18 years. You get kinderbijslag from the Sociale Verzekeringsbank. Your income is not too high. You have a Netherlands nationality, or you are living legally in the Netherlands. So, I'm just gonna pick the most important things. It says here, if you have a kid that needs help, care, then you can get a pleegoudervergoeding. Yeah, which is an additional outkering if a child needs help. So another circumstance which is very important is if you or your partner or your child lives outside the Netherlands. So you can get this kinderbudget even if one of you live in outside the Netherlands. So first of all, you have to have the woonlaat factor is taken into consideration, which means but the woonlaat factor isn't in the EU, Iceland, Norwegian, Liechtenstein and Switzerland. So you can get you or your partner live in the buitenland. Yeah. So you have to have a British service number. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to go on another site which is called svb.nl, which is the Sociale Verzekeringsbank. So the Sociale Verzekeringsbank just going to go to the menu. I'll pick the most important outkeerings or benefits because I can't just do it all in a few hours because it will take a long time. So I'm just gonna do the most important things which you don't need 5 years to stay in the Netherlands. So the first one is kinderbijslag. Kinderbijslag is the uitkering we talked before. So what is kinderbijslag? You get every quarter a kinderbijslag for your child. So yeah, kinderbijslag. Yeah. For your child. So you can get Kinderbeischlag for children until 18 years. For your child, for your partner's sex child. Yeah, and if you have adopted a child, if you have a child that needs care. And I say again, this is called Kinderbeischlag. You get double Kinderbeischlag, which is double Kinderbeischlag, if your child is out of the house and paying, following a course that is paid, or it has or your child has a sickness or handicap, and that is, yeah, you can follow the child can follow a education in the Netherlands or outside the Netherlands, or is handicapped. Go to. Also, you can see the amounts. Extra betaling for your kind. Yeah. So. So these are the basic outkittings you can have in the Netherlands. Of course, there are a lot more, but I will come back again with another video and again talk about these benefits or outkittings, coming, whatever you like to call them. I hope you had a nice video watch, and thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.